It's time for wrestling news with Uncle Peter and Bo. Has anyone seen my dignity?
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
Wrestling News, episode 34. Cry ouch.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all of those in between, welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Man's Video Outhouse. I am, as always, your humble servant, Uncle Peter, and joining me, my Igor.
How are you doing, kids? It's Bo.
That's Bo. And we are coming to you from Alternate Reality Incorporated, the comic book fun store here at the corner of 111 the Kedzie in the idyllic Chicago neighborhood of Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality, where new comic books, if you look over there, are at 15% off every day. Why does he do it? He's crazy. And,
Crazy,
but he does it for everybody like yourselves and for like the animal himself, Batista, who I understand is having a reversal of career fortune of a kind. Bo.
Well, in a previous installment, we told you that Batista is going to be starring in a WWE film called Kissing Karman.
Yes.
He was pulled from the film and he was replaced by Triple H.
Why?
Because his contract is almost up, and the WWE said, we're not going to put you in a movie, have you go out, make it a success, and then you leave and go somewhere else.
That seems...
So if he's willing to sign
seems
another...
sort of reasonable,
well, if he
I
wants
guess.
to sign another contract, then they'll be more than willing to put him in a movie. But other than that, he's walking around all pissed off.
Ah, well, and
Yeah.
a guy that size and with that muscle structure, not real good to have him pissed
What was
off.
the original star of that movie?
Batista.
No, he bumped somebody.
No, it was Batista.
Oh, that was him? Not...
Yes. No, that was another movie.
Okay.
You can get that movie at a video store.
Oh, great. All right, anyway. Moving on to that special blend between wrestling and politics, as we've tried to keep you abreast on the political aspirations of one Linda McMahon. She's up to something. That's your cue, by the way.
She ponied up about $8 million for her Senate campaign. So far, she spent $14.5 million to run for the Senate in Connecticut. Now, even if she beats Rod Simmons, she's not likely to beat the Democratic contender. But the fact that she's willing to blow this much money on something which is useless makes me wonder about her mentality.
Either that or she may think being a senator is just a really cool gig.
It'd be a pay cut.
Yeah, well, you know.
How much is Vince worth?
A whole lot more than that.
A lot less. She spent $14.5 million.
A whole lot more than
Still
that.
taking it to Vegas.
But what the hell?
Jump change.
Vince would just spend it on booze and hookers. Not really.
What the?
Not really. Anyway, other business.
Speaking of boozing and hookers.
Speaking of boozing and hookers, yeah, Smackdown. The whole enchilada, the whole operation is on the road again, and they're headed where?
Syfy.
Syfy.
Yes, SmackDown is moving from My Network TV, which really wasn't a network, it was more like a big-ass syndicated station, to
when you-
Syfy starting in October.
Because when you think of Smackdown, Syfy just leaps right to mind right away.
It's all part of that whole NBC Universal hookup.
I
Syfy
see.
is going to pay the WWE $30 million to put the show on the air, which is $10 million more than...
Speaking of lots of money.
It's $10 million more than My Network TV was going to spend.
And almost
but,
15 more million than Linda spent for
But
her
there's a catch to all
Senate
this.
run.
There's a catch to all this.
Oh,
because
wait, we got a catch.
We will pick up SmackDown. It'll be on Friday night, so move all their Friday night programming to another night. But next will not have a second season.
Next will not. Oh, okay.
They're trying to sell it to Bravo, but it's probably not going to.
Well,
Which
good
is
luck.
also part of the Universal Network.
You know, it goes in one pocket, it comes out of the other pocket, and it's just a revolving door of money. Anyway, foreign relations. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man and master thespian, got himself in a bit of trouble, Bo.
Well, on the European tour, you know the one where they couldn't get out of the country because of the big-ass volcanic ash cloud?
Yeah, that
So-
one.
So
Planes
the Raw
weren't
show turned
flying.
into a SmackDown show. Mark was over in Mark and a couple of other WWE wrestlers were in a bar over in Ireland.
Or as they call them, pubs.
They were in a bar at the hotel that they were staying in. A guy went there. He wanted to get an autograph for his kids. He had his little autograph book.
Sure.
Mark Henry signed the guy's autograph, but he basically
Good.
insulted him while he was doing it. And then when the guy walked away, he threw a glass at him.
Of?
Liquid
Liquid. Liquid refreshment.
Yes, from the bar.
In a pub. Let's
In a
take a
pub.
guess.
So
Beer.
So
Maybe.
he got busted. And he was charged with adult caution in the state of in Ireland.
What's a? I'm not even going to ask you. That's Mark Henry cheesed off a fan and then threw a glass of something at him in a pub, leading to me to believe that he might have had a few himself. You mentioned a volcanic cloud affecting air travel.
Yes.
Maybe that affected Micky James. What do you think?
Well, it didn't affect Micky, but Micky was one of the latest rounds of WWE cuts. The major name was Micky James. She was cut. For one, she had a country music career that the WWE had nothing to do with.
And didn't approve of, obviously.
Two, for the European tour, she missed the bus going to the airport and travel time a couple of times, which basically made everybody sit around and wait. So she was cut. Katie Lee Burchill was cut. Mike Knox was cut. Jimmy Wang Yang was cut.
Don't know who any of them are.
Shelton Benjamin was cut.
Him I know.
He's going to TNA to hang out with Charlie Haas, who,
Cool.
by the way, said since he's been cut from the WWE, his hair's growing back.
Go figure.
Slam,
Who needs the hair club for men? Cy Sperling, you're out of here.
Slam Master Jay, who was basically Terry Gorey's son, and of all people, Sho Funaki finally got cut.
Not Show!
After years and years of
Not
surviving, he finally
I thought he
got
was Vince
cut.
McMahon's personal mascot.
That was it.
And butler.
Funaki's gone.
Got rid of him. Oh, good. Well, good grief.
Smackdown, number one announcer.
Number one announcer. Thank you, Comic Book Man.
I think you still got those shirts on discount.
Hey, go check it out. Anyway, this next one is an actual story that's a surprise to me, as it will be to you. Something about good old JR, and not the scrawny little guy you see in the outhouse all the time.
That guy over there.
But the actual JR, Jim Ross. What's he up to?
Jim Ross's short-term contract expires on April the 30th.
Yeah.
He had a meeting with TNA officials
TNA?
last week.
That's like treason, isn't
Now,
it?
no, because he's under a short-term contract, and if they're not going to use him, he's a full right to go check him out for other jobs.
Okay.
But he said he has no interest in going there and just doing play-by-play, but he wouldn't mind taking a backstage, off-air general manager role. He also spoke with Mark Human's people from HDNet about doing college football games for their network.
Cool.
And doing their MMA stuff.
Very cool.
So if they don't sign JR by the end of this month, he will walk away from the WWE. And
He could be found in other places,
he
actually.
could be found in other places. And actually, what will be really nice about it, if he does leave,
Yeah.
he's going to write a book,
Oh,
which he said he would never do while he was
boy.
working in the wrestling industry.
And
Well,
knowing
if
how well
leaves
he
the
knows
WWE,
if he know as well as he knows the inner workings of the WWE,
could be a damn interesting book.
you want to line up for that one. All right, well, Jim, good luck to you, and good luck to us, because we're done. That tears it up. That ends it real well.
Teamed up to tear him up.
Teamed up to tear them up. For more of this and all the rest of the stuff we do here in the Video Outhouse, check in at our website on the Information Superhighway. The address for that particular exit.
Who knows that?
Who knows? A very cute little girl named Sarah.
You sure?
And she's going to tell you right now.
www.myreality.com.
She always does that so well.
She does.
She really does. You should go check it out.
It's a skill.
It makes her day. Anyway, that's it for us. Uncle Peter,
Bo.
we're done. See ya.
This month's Hero of the Month sale at Alternate Reality is...
I am Iron Man.
And War Machine and Natasha Romanoff. I hear there's a movie coming out for the three of them. Anyway, if you stop down at the store all this month, 25% off all of my Iron Man trades, all my War Machine trades, all my Natasha Romanoff trades, whether they're Masterworks, whether they're soft covers, whether they're hard covers, every trade I've got in the store, 25% off all month long. Now, some of you might be wondering, who's Natasha Romanoff? I saw her in the movie, but who is she? Black Widow. 25% off all month long here at Alternate Reality.